I hated Fast 8 and 9. They jumped the shark and went way too stupid, way too ridiculous, way too cartoony, and way too annoying. So I wasn't very excited for Fast 10. But I thought to myself, I mean, they went to space in the last film. There's no way it can get worse, right? Oh, how wrong I was. I'm actually kind of in awe at how awful this film was. I mean, everything in this film was just so bad. The writing, the dialogue, the characters, just the non-stop wave after wave of just utter stupidity and just nonsense. That's all this film is just complete random bullshit nonsense chucked on the screen. And while they don't outdo themselves in terms of going to space or fighting a nuclear submarine, it's just what is happening on screen with the characters, where they're going, what they're doing, what they're saying. It's just mind-numbingly atrocious. The script is just absolute dog shit. The characters say the most basic dialogue in every single scene. I mean, there's this one scene with, you know, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, that whole party, because they're off on their own and trying to regroup and do some things. And they're like, oh, we need to go and do this something. And someone says, I know a place. Cut to a different character in a different scene. Literally 5 minutes later, we go back to that group, something went wrong, and they're like, damn, we need to do something. A different character goes, I know a place. Transition to a different character and scene. That's what I mean. It's just, it's so lazy how they wrote this film with the dialogue, the characters. I swear, the entire second and third act of this film is just characters going from place to place, from person to person, and getting into random fight scenes and chase scenes. That is literally all that happens. And it also, it splits the, I'm not going to call them the family, I'm not going to do it. It splits the crew up. So you're cutting from Dom, and then going back to Roman, Ludacris and that crew. Then you're going back to Letty and Charlize Theron in a prison or something. Then over to Brie Larson, then over to Jason Momoa. And it's a very scattershot film. It's just all over the place with its characters. And yeah, literally, they're just going from this place to that place, getting into a random fight scene for no reason. Then you go to a different character in a different place, they get into a fight scene for no reason. None of what is happening just moves anything forward whatsoever. There's this one fight scene where they actually go up and meet with Jason Statham. He pops in for a cameo. That fight scene was actually kind of cool. Pretty much all the hand-to-hand fight scenes in the film weren't too bad. And the film even has the audacity to try and be self-aware and poke fun at how it's about street racers and mechanics who have elevated themselves to go into space and fighting submarines and doing all these massive robberies and heists and whatnot. And then the film proceeds and continues to be exactly what they're poking fun at. And it just came across as obnoxious because you're like, yeah, you know you're getting stupid, way too stupid, but you're just going to carry on anyway and keep throwing all the cringy dialogue, terrible character writing and everything else in between because you know people are just going to rush to see it regardless. Oh yeah, and some of the humour they put in here with Ludacris and Tyrese especially, I think I rolled my eyes in this film probably more than any other Fast and Furious film that I can remember. And the cherry on top of all of this is Jason Momoa as the villain. Now, he looks like he's having a great time playing this role. He looks like he's truly just eating up every second of screen time. All the power to him. But honestly, I don't actually know what they were trying to do with his character. He's just so wacky and over the top and cartoony. He's from a completely different film, from a completely different era. Every time he was on screen, I was just beyond baffled. I don't get it. He had just had all these really weird tics and really weird mannerisms. Again, I don't get it. Fast 10 was an absolutely painful experience. And I'm just so done with the shtick of this franchise, with the family every 5 seconds, and the over-the-top cartoony nonsense, and all that, just all that crap. It doesn't do it for me anymore. They've just gone way too far with it. And at this point, they're just going as stupid as possible, and as dumb as possible with the writing, the dialogue, the characters, everything. And it just comes across as annoying and obnoxious, and just not fun anymore. It peaked at Fast 7. Fast 7 was the last good Fast and Furious film, but now they've just gone too far with it, and this franchise is just never going to end because this was supposed to be the last one, and then 11 became the last one, and now 12 is going to be the last one. It's just, yeah, buckle up, because this franchise ain't dying anytime soon.